is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Thursday, April 9th, 2020, 3 p.m. Eastern. I think that most of us can realize that when you see you're viewing the civilization, so we're kind of outside of everything, but we know exactly what's transpiring to a certain degree. And we watch as we see the civilization be quickly led, where they give up all their freedoms and everything and follow the external authority. This is a good thing for us, those of us who are aware and conscious, to witness how our new world and fifth density existence will not be, so that we follow the God within us, that we are with the God within us. And we're waking up into a new age. This is what's happening. And of course, you see all the interference that is outside of us, and we're pretty good at it because we've been in it a long time. And those of us who have come out of it understand that it is not a frequency that is in balance with us and our current frequencies. There's no anger, frustration, or anything about it. We just dismiss it. And so a lot of people on this planet are waking up into a new age. Being himself exactly the supreme being, but thinking himself to be separate from him, man, strives to become united to him. What is stranger than this, Ramana? Think about that. Being himself exactly the supreme being, but thinking himself to be separate from him, man, strives to become united to him. And this is what happened to the civilization a long time ago, when they took the God out of man. So, not literally, but they convinced the civilization that God was not in man and mankind. So, a massive, massive, massive positive change for this planet is happening. And I know that we can all feel the shift. We can feel it. And now, people say, what about the other people? What's going on with them? They're progressing in their own way, in their own direction. It's not like they're being left alone. But it's all experience. We're all experiencing these things. And everywhere you go, there are signs that something wonderful is happening to this planet. And the human beings of Earth are finally waking up. We said that over and over again. People are finally waking up. 20 years ago, people are finally waking up. Well, it does take a while. And most of you may have noticed a massive grassroots green society, which is sprouting up everywhere, in every country. The most alternative and environmentally progressive business, make more money and have more investors and are more respected. The old conventional greedy consciousness is dying out. And those who have poisoned our air, land, and oceans are no longer the majority. Isn't that wonderful? A higher consciousness of the people, the collective consciousness of this planet, pure consciousness are taking over. And each day we are seeing it being created into reality in the form of a global healing. And we're all part of that, obviously. You are given the gifts of the gods. You create your reality according to your beliefs. Yours is the creative energy that makes your world. There is no limitations to the self except those you believe in. Seth. That's very true. We have no limitations. We are the creative energy. We are what's making our new world. And we are all divine, powerful, manifesting, creating into reality beings. And that's who we are. And sometimes we just need a good excuse to start choosing to live a more spiritually awakened existence. We have all entered a new age, and this means we are being invited to shift our consciousness from being me-centered to we-centered. And this is our chance to expand our sense of self and drop many, many, many layers of suffering. And I think, that's what I sense for a lot of us, is that we ask ourselves this deep question, and it is a deep question. Are we ready to have a lot more fun in our lives? Now, this global awakening process is inviting us to wake up. And this means diving into the realization that all of us truly are spiritual beings. We are eternal, infinite souls that each contain a divine cosmic energy overflowing with unlimited power and unstoppable creativity. Unstoppable creativity. And to reach this deeper awareness, there's only one thing needed. One. Pretty simple, isn't it? Stop everything you're doing and relax deeply into your heart. Relax deeply into your heart. The experience of profound inner peace with everyone in your past and future is what you will attain. And this feeling of real inner peace happens when our paradigm shifts from thinking we are a me to a we. Think about stop imagining yourself being or doing this or that, and the realization that you are the source and heart of all will dawn on you. You are the source and heart of all. All of us are. The source and heart of all. That's Rishabhadtta Maharaj. A higher dimension of being human is waiting to be born in each and every one of us. The seed is already there. We simply have to water it every day, and it will sprout. And this is the great sprouting of the new age, a time where each being is attuned to their divine guidance within, where we each are deeply guided by our source and live in a state of illumination. Live, exist in a state of illumination. We exist as a light. Make this world a brighter place to be. We exist simply our own presence, our own divine consciousness that is the seat. Pay close attention to this consciousness. No matter ordinary it may seem, and each of us will discover the divine destiny within us all. And when we come from a place of being more sensitive, soft, and gentle, we can tune into the higher frequencies of abundance, love, and enlightenment. And here is where we will all see the greater reason why we all are truly here. Look within and be still, free from fear and attachment. Know the sweet joy of living in the way. Buddha. Now, we all know that our planet is already home to millions of highly conscious, heart-centered, open-minded beings. And the number of enlightened beings will naturally multiply exponentially with the help of the viral social media we have now. Creating global enlightenment will only take a few months, as the foundation for inner peace is found by billions. This planet is destined to evolve on every single level. Technologically, socially, financially, emotionally, and spiritually. Darwin's 100th monkey unconsciously learned how to wash its potatoes without being shown how to do it. So nobody on earth is going to miss this massive ride into a global spiritual awakening. No one is going to miss it. I think there are some people worried that it's going to pass them by. That is their ego mind talking to them. And it is up to all of us, if we want to avoid future suffering and jump on this global train to enlightenment sooner than later. It is imperative that we all learn how to quiet our minds and find absolute stillness inside. This is the secret to waking up. It is the only one to waking up, because we have tried everything else and it still plays back into the hands of the low dark matter frequencies. Only when our minds are still and silent, like a lake, as I have said, placid, serene, can we truly see life and receive the higher fifth dimensional experience clearly. We will know things that we could not know, and we will see things that we could not see or wouldn't see, and feel the sacred energy within everything and everyone. And how true is this quote from Richard Bach? What the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the master calls a butterfly. You see that analogy? Many people on this planet see it's the end of the world, as they have known it. But us, those of us who are awake, see it as a butterfly. When we find this silence and stillness within ourselves, we will automatically awaken others to their highest possible experience of life automatically. And when we can find this simple, enlightening stillness within, we'll be able to take on any circumstance life offers with a peaceful heart and joyful mind. And we will truly understand the vast unlimited potentiality we have inside to offer the world. So we choose, all of us. No one else does. We do. No one does it for us. We do. We step into our greatest stillness and we start meditation practice today. We all meditate every day. Many of us meditate at other times, different forms of meditation, where you go into a wide-eyed stare and you leave the external and enter within. So, today we relax deeply into our heart. And today, just like every single day that we choose to be a part of this meditation, everything is being uplifted. You feel it. Even though all this doom and gloom, all of this, boogity stuff, which has been played on this civilization for an eternity, is going on, within us we know that we have created a new world. And we have stepped through the door into that new world. And it is a great awakening. And it is embracing every single being on this planet. Everyone. So, it's the old saying, you haven't seen anything yet. And it is all good and phenomenal and wonderful. We are here to assist. We aren't here to force. We aren't here to manipulate. We are here to simply assist from within. We are here to serve each other, serve ourselves. We are here in deep eternal love, in deep eternal gratitude. We are here in gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness. We are here in bliss, joy, peace. We are here in benevolence and tranquility. All along, we are within. We are sitting right next to our God within. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure that we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is to relax our bodies. We carry and absorb every second of every existence, of every moment, stress, anxiety. And I'm not saying that we're consciously aware of it all the time. It's just it is something that we have literally been practicing for eons and not really known it. And the body absorbs that. It's like a sponge, like so many things are. And so the tension, the stress, the anxiety breaks the body down, eventually. Some are more resilient than others, but eventually it does take a toll. So our effort to relax the body, talk with the body, have an intimate understanding and relationship with the body so that it will relax. Just drop the shoulders, ease the lower lumbar stress, cervical spine, back of the neck, fingers, arms, legs, feet, toes, ears, eyes, mouth, all of it. Just let it fall right away, right off. And your body will ease into a relaxed state of just being. So as we do that, we want to move into the now. And the now is what we have. It's always the now. But we have all been seduced and enticed into the past and wandered off into the future. And the interesting thing about the past, where none of us are exempt from that, where we go into the past and reminisce and embrace things and relive them and relive them and relive them and relive them, because at times, some of the past things were so wonderful that we just kind of just relive them, relive them, relive them, and relive them. And all that energy being expended on something that has already been and is no longer. Imagine we put that in the now to create the future that we desire. So we take that energy and we stay in the now. Past is gone, never to return. We don't go into the past and take it into the future to create our future to relive our past. What we do is we stay in the now, the very moment, moment to moment, and we create our future. And I can guarantee you, as you write down the way you want to, as you're creating your future and how you want the world that you desire to be in, to live in, and to enjoy, it will be. It will absolutely be. As long as you don't step in your own way and start wandering off into the past, wandering off to a future that isn't there. Each of us lay each brick paves the road ahead of us. We design each step flawlessly, and we continue to do so. Each block that you put down that you can step on is perfectly carved, exactly a fit. It fits in with the rest of the blocks. So you literally know that the ground that you're walking on is secure. You have no worry, because you've seen to that. So you're paving your life into your future. You're doing it in the now. Now, as we relax the body or in the now, we want to breathe. We want to breath in through the nose and breath out through the mouth. You don't have to take a massive breath. Just nice and easy breath in, nice and easy breath out. This relaxes our bodies more, calms us, and by breath, we still the mind. We still the ego mind. We still the noise, the chatter that we all have. It is eliminated, and we move into stillness. And the breath is so powerful. So you visualize as you breath in, you want to take it through the sacral chakra, groin area, for those of you who don't know where sacral is, and literally bring it up through the center of the body, up through all the chakras, center, up through the throat chakra, up through the crown chakra, all the way up
We're
into
sorry,
the head.
but some participants may be experiencing temporary audio issues. Our teams are working to resolve this as quickly as possible.
So we literally bring it up through the body, and then right over the pineal gland, right under your cranial, your cap, your skull cap, and it's hovering right over. We turn that breath into pure liquid, pure energy. And then we saturate the pineal gland with it. It nurtures the pineal gland, generates it. The pineal gland begins to expand, open, and understand that this is the gateway to all particles of existence and beyond. So we keep this going. Bring it up, we hold it, and we condense it into liquid. And as we hold it and we're condensing it into liquid, we're going to do this about maybe 3 seconds. And I am light, I am love, I am, or I am power, I am kindness, I am gentleness. However you want to convey those frequencies as you're holding that liquid and condensing it, compressing it into pure energy frequency that literally saturates your pineal gland. And then you continue with this. So as you bring it up over the pineal and around it and through it and in it, and we take it right back out, bring it right back up, and do this process at least 6 times while I'm talking. And we understand is that we do have an ego mind. We acknowledge that. And we also know that the ego mind can trick us really easy. So it can convince us to disconnect from that of which we are, so that we follow its incessant, unending, non-satisfaction eternally of all the thoughts it shoots at us. But then, since we know this, we eventually begin to anesthetize the ego mind more and more as we stay more in kindness, gentleness, contentment, bliss, peace. Eventually it will just dissipate and move off, as it will not be needed. And that day is coming. We also know that we bring in divine positive energy. It's automatic as we breathe in, as we breath in. And as we're breathing in, this divine positive energy comes from pure consciousness. What do you think source creation is? Pure consciousness. Mother, Father, God, masculine, feminine, prime source, creator, God, all pure consciousness. And we bring it in through the heart mind. Comes in through the God within us, and in through the heart mind, never the ego mind. And as it comes in through the heart mind, it's not voices, it's not noise. It is a frequency that we feel and interact with, and it communicates with us. And we understand it. It's a knowing. It's not a guess. It's a knowing for each of us. We know it. We know that we relax deeply into our hearts. Whenever we're external and we have the franticness and the uneasiness and the unknown out there, we return and relax deeply into our hearts. This is where a natural state of being for us is. So we always relax deeply into our heart. And how do you do that? Just exactly what we're doing right now. You relax deeply into your hearts. And you still everything. And you become peaceful. And everything else around you is meaningless. It truly is. And it fades away. We're in the heart mind. We have many with us. And we don't just say this to say it. From our heart minds to their heart minds. We have all the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. All of them. Trillions of them. They vibrate at a higher frequency than we do. They are consciously aware that they're of the highest, deepest, eternal love, and from the highest, deepest, eternal love, and the highest of deepest, eternal gratitude. And this civilizations, they give us suggestions or information. They appear in humanoid form. They appear in a humanoid form all over this planet forever. It's just that many of us aren't awake enough to understand who that was. You say, thank you for this. I appreciate it. They'll hear you. And as many as 50, 60,000 can surround one of us. They can take up a very small space as many because of their frequency. We have the Ascended Masters. They're with us. These are beings who have ascended out of physical form into God form. In other words, the God form is actually pure consciousness. And the God form, as they hold, is pure energy. pure, deep, eternal love and pure, deep, eternal gratitude. They've mastered many things. We are mastering many things. It's the only difference. And we have ascended into physical form to experience physical form. They have ascended out of physical form to master out of form. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, El Moria, Abundantia, Hell, Thought, and many, many, many more. And they're all consciously aware that they are of the highest, deepest, eternal love, from the highest, deepest, eternal love, and of the highest, deepest, eternal gratitude. We're all here, right now, in this meditation. So to speak, arm in arm, hand in hand, we join together and we form this brilliant circle of light, this halo around the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia. We're embracing her with the love that we are. And she's responded by the love that she is. And as we do this, we begin to levitate up. This light rays out the darkness of space. Just to give you an idea how bright it is. It's brighter than 1 billion suns. And so as we begin to lift up, levitate, we immediately see this like a magical field. It's a gossamer field of brilliant, glittering, reflective colors, lights. And gossamer is like it's like a thin, you can kind of see through it, kind of foggy, but you can see through it. And it glitters and reflects. And the lights in it, the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, it's a column. It reminds us of the healing power that each and every one of us are. And the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column that reminds us of our power, our strength, and our resolve. And then we have the white fire. This is a column that reminds us that we are always protected. We are literally encased in this beautiful, brilliant, white, flaming armor that is the highest frequency of the deepest eternal love and gratitude. Now, we choose, if we are seduced or tricked into lower vibrational frequencies low enough, we will then open our door to invite those lower dark matter frequencies in. If this case happens, we also are reminded that we have the purple transmuting flame. This column reminds us that we can call in the purple transmuting flame whenever, if this ever happens, and transmute all of these lower dark matter frequencies into neutralized substance and send them back to pure consciousness or source creation or great central sun, all in the same. For repurposing. They're absorbed back into the pure consciousness of all things. Then we're reminded that we can bring in the violet ray, which is a column that reminds us we can take it right behind the purple transmuting flame, and we can purify the area that we just got through transmuting. All of those frequencies transmuted into neutralized substance. Violet ray comes in, purifies everything, uplifts, brings us back up to a high frequency of deep eternal love and peace and tranquility and stillness. So we choose. I choose to keep my vibrational frequencies as high as possible. Now, as we continue to levitate up, we also are reminded that this massive column that we have created, it's just a massive crystalline tower. It's many times larger than this planet, and it literally, you see, is 360 degrees around it. It is cascading and vibrating out whole column, just literally flooding and saturating all life, all existence, all things on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, right in this now, right in this meditation, a circle of light. It's absolutely brilliant. It is an aurora, kind of a multi-reflective colored tower. Pinks, purples, and greens, and yellows, just constant golds. It's just take your breath away. It is flooding everything and everyone with the highest of deepest eternal love and the highest of deepest eternal gratitude and stillness. Now, as we continue to go up, those of us who are holding physical form step outside the body. We float above it. And as we do this, we call out, all of us do, the archangels, the ascended masters, ourselves, we call out to all the light energy beings that are in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And only those that are consciously aware that they are of the highest, deepest eternal love and from the highest, deepest eternal love and the highest of deepest eternal gratitude can join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, peace, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, tranquility, and benevolence. And they come in the gigaplexes. One gigaplex fills this universe. They come in the trillions from every direction. They're of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. And arm in arm, hand in hand, their gods with our gods with theirs. Join us in this meditation, this now, in this circle of light. We are all one. We are all love. And our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere, and it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth, Agartha, hollow earth, beneath earth. Many, many, many civilizations. And only those who are consciously aware of being of the highest of deepest eternal love and from the highest of deepest eternal love and the deepest eternal gratitude can join us in this meditation, this now, in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, and they come in the billions. Their gods with our gods with theirs, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we are all one. And we are all love. And our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. And it continues to expand, and it continues to intensify. We call upon all of the galactics, all the off-worlders, and only those who are consciously aware that they are of the highest, deepest eternal love and from the highest of deepest eternal love and the highest of deepest eternal gratitude, join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Now, there are many, many, many of these civilizations. We are only familiar with a fraction of them. The Pleiadians, the Syrians, the Andromedans, the Arcturians. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand, their gods with our gods with theirs. They have been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and slavery. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we are all one. And we are all love. And our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere and continues to expand and continues to intensify. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of the highest of deepest eternal love, from the highest of deepest eternal love, and the highest of deepest eternal gratitude. Join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand, their gods with our gods with theirs. They join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we are all one. And we are all love. And our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere and continues to intensify and continues to expand. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth Gaia in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Just to name a few of them. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of the highest, deepest eternal love, from the highest, deepest eternal love, and the highest of deepest eternal gratitude, join us in this now, in this circle of light, in this meditation. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence. And they come in the trillions of colors, shapes, sizes, forms, configurations, of which many we have never seen before. Arm in arm, hand in hand, their gods with our gods with theirs. They join us in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude and the highest of deepest eternal love. And we are all one. And we are all love. And our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. And it is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. We look up, we see our sphere, our meditative sphere. It's at center circle. We created this sphere over 2 years ago. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. They don't dissipate. They don't disintegrate. They continue to intensify, and they continue to expand and grow exponentially. This is why this sphere can be seen, heard, and felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. This is beyond pure consciousness. This sphere affects all that there is. We are being flooded with this sphere always, both physically and etherically, head to toe, inside and out. And it literally communicates with us through our God and heart mind constantly. And this is why that we are always striving to relax deeply into our hearts as we continue and watch the sun rise on the new age, a world of peace, prosperity, abundance, wonderful health, immortality, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, and benevolence, and a lot of fun for everyone, and a lot of enjoyment for all. This is where we have entered, and this is the new age, and this is fifth density, fifth dimension. We look down upon this planet Earth, Gaia. We see all of our brothers and sisters, all life, the highest value in the universes. They are being saturated and flooded by the crystalline tower, by our meditative sphere. It is continual. It cannot not affect. It cannot not affect the entire population of this planet, and therefore it is doing so. And it is a great joy that more and more of us relax deeply into our hearts. I'll join you in a meditation, and I'll return to close us out. heart the rest of the day, into the evening and night, the following morning. It's what we're all doing. The further we go deep and relax into our hearts, the more everything around us will become more and more wonderful, spectacular, and enjoyable. We will be back here Friday, April 10th, 2020, at 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.